My name is Charles Kraus, and I'd like to take a couple minutes of your time here to talk about State Farm's Drive Safe and Save program. Now, State Farm has been in the insurance business for a very long time now. As of 1942, they were the largest provider of auto insurance on the road and have been since. Actually, 1 in 5 vehicles on the road, on average, are insured by State Farm. Now, with that being said, everything we're going to be talking about here is on such a large scale because they are such a big company. So specifically, their Drive Safe and Save program, it's been helping out quite a few customers. This type of program actually originated with Allstate over, I think, about 10 years ago. The idea of rewarding customers for not getting in as many wrecks, that type of thing. It is now actually improved to where that we can now track a vehicle's how fast they go, how slow they accelerate, or how fast they accelerate, as well as the speed it takes them to decrease, how hard they're cornering, these types of things. If their car is up on all their safety regulations, and all these important issues here. So with that being said, currently the Drive Safe and Save program is only allowing vehicles that are equipped with OnStar and Sync. Now, OnStar currently is only, I think, predominantly in General Motor company or in General Motor cars. Sync is majority in Fords, and I think above '08 is when they started implementing this, which is leaving a big gap in the vehicles that are that have coverage through State Farm. So they're only allowing us a small window of these customers to be part of this program. And just for a point of reference here, as of 2016, the financial records for State Farm show that the company was bringing in roughly $40 million, and they were actually having to pay out $30 million on claims. Now, so this type of program can be extremely rewarding for the company if they can incentivize their customers to drive safer. It will save them money in the long run, so they don't have to pay out as much on claims. Now, a couple of the issues with this type of program having the data from people's vehicles sent off to a company to look at and kind of figure out what kind of driver they are. A couple of issues would be like privacy. Customers can be worried about, well, are they looking at the data or are they giving it to the police? All these issues where I don't want the government or the company to know exactly where I am at all times. And I think that's definitely something that needs to be addressed. But I think the biggest issue that's pressing State Farm right now is how can they get more drivers into their program. Now, there's a couple ways that we can do that. One of those is in every car since roughly 1996, the onboard diagnostic port has been implemented, which short layman's terms is called the OBD2 port. This port will show, similar to the OnStar and Sync, it will allow you to show speed, anything that's wrong with the vehicle. You'll be able to track how fast and slow the car is decelerating, accelerating. You also would be able to track, where the vehicle is if we implemented that into something that we could plug into that port. And I think that's one way that we could really open up the opportunity to have more vehicles in this program and incentivize that savings for the customers, and in turn save more money for the company. Now, to the point of the privacy, I think our biggest issue here is that customers need to know that we're not selling this data out to other smaller companies. This is all happening in-house. We're not giving this to police or anything like that. And that's something important that we really need to emphasize. Now, looking forward, I think one other way that we can really stay competitive with the other companies that are implementing this type of program is um, is by giving updates more frequently than 6 months. The majority of the companies out there will reevaluate how you are as a driver every 6 months. Now, we don't have to change the amount of time that we reevaluate at, but what if we connected the app to their driving record? So say on the State Farm app, you're looking, hey, I wonder how my driving record's looking right now. You scroll through, oh, hey, it looks like I'm at B minus right now. Let's see how I can in the next 4 months until my my grade is reevaluated. Let's see if I can bump that up to a C minus and get a little bit of extra savings going. I think that's one way that we can really connect to a large market out there, because most people are going to have a cell phone with the app on there and the ability to see that. The other thing is we really need to look into the OBD2 port. Let's see if there's a way that we can create something where you pay 25 bucks, the customer pays 25 bucks for this port, and in turn it can save them up to 50% on their insurance costs. So those are the two major suggestions that I would have going forward. And I think that those two things are really going to be able to improve or decrease the amount of claims that are coming into State Farm, and in turn increase the amount of revenue that State Farm is allowed to keep. So thank you so much for watching. Those are my two ideas. Yeah, thank you.